Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Dark Shadows Reviews on Gemmy Master Animatronics, and today what I have to review for you is a really old piece. It is from 2002, and it is the life-size Santa Homer sold at Spencer's Gifts, like I said, back in 2002. He retailed for $149.99, which was quite a hefty price for him back in the day. I mean, considering it was 2002, and a couple years later in 2004, the regular Santas, I know that they weren't obviously um, licensed, but the regular Santas were only $59 at Walmart. The snowmen I think were either $70 or $80 at Walmart. Um, and this guy was built so much worse. Unfortunately, I cannot show you how the neck is actually supposed to attach because if you look on the ground, I have three Homer heads in total. I have the one that's actually on the prop. I have the one to the left, which is a second barbecue Homer head with a Santa hat. I'll get to that later. And then on the right over there, that is the head that it came with. Now, unfortunately, that head, the head itself is fine, but the bottom neck plate for it to sit on the shoulders. If you saw my community post, which I highly recommend you check out, you could see what this thing looked like when I opened the box. Now I paid a good amount for this. I mean, it was about a little over $200 US, and unfortunately, the seller was not honest with me and didn't tell me what he did. He basically melted the mechanism, and I actually have the mechanism right here, so I can show it to you. And these are totally different. I believe that this is the only life size besides one other variant of a Santa that has this style. So here's the gearbox. This right here sits inside the shoulder plate, screws in here and here. This is where the one pulley goes. Then obviously the motor shaft pulley would go here. Seats in there, and then this is supposed to be a typical gearbox raised up to here. So he melted or cut it off, and there's no gears with it. It's literally just a shell. And this is a one-off mechanism to him, exclusive to this variant of the Santa Homer. The Australian variant is totally different, and there's one other Santa that's quite hard to find with this style. And it's honestly not even worth restoring this because of how difficult it would be to get parts. So I was thinking, like, oh, what should I do? And then the way he had it in the photos, it was freestanding with the head on it. There's this type of wax or glue. It kind of reminds me of like a museum wax that he used to stick the head on for the pictures. And I had contacted PayPal. I obviously got my money back, so I got this thing for free. I paid, I think, $30 for shipping. So that's what I'm beat on, $30. And I'll show you what I did in a couple minutes in the video, how I fixed it. I fixed it the best possible way that I could, the only way that I could, and it works great. There's one other final adjustment or tweak that I'm going to have to make to it a little bit later down the road. But as far as restoring it, before I show you what I did for the neck, I replaced the 10-tooth gear for the neck mechanism on the new neck mechanism that I put in there. I replaced the rubber belt with a silicone belt. I replaced the motor. And then going down to the dancing, I replaced the 16-tooth gear. Yes, they split. Everyone tells me they don't. You are wrong. That's about the 7th 16-tooth dancing gear I've replaced since I've owned dancing life sizes. And the polar bear is a very good example over there because I've changed it in him. I've changed it in the Zoot Suit skeleton that's off the camera right next to me. I've changed it in my dancing snowman, my barbecue Homer Simpson, my old Santa Homer, which I recently threw away. I mean, it was destroyed, and my dancing Frankenstein. And there have been a couple others actually that I've changed it in as well. But continuing on, I used to have this guy back in the day. He was one of the first Christmas life sizes I had ever gotten, besides the Pan Asian one in the corner over there. And I was so excited to get him. I got him before I got the barbecue model, and I was like so happy to get a Homer Simpson. Uh, I did something stupid that I had learned from the Gemmy fan and Joe Bean videos at the time on this channel, which was, oh, just spray a little bit of WD-40 in the motor if it locks up. I did that. It burned up, and it ended up frying the dancing on his motherboard. So he no longer danced. I destroyed the neck mechanism because I had an issue where the plate snapped. Basically, how on the Gemmy life sizes, it's a female connection on the shoulders side and a male connection on the head. It's reversed. So it's a male connection on the shoulder side and a female connection on the head. So it's a total reverse, and it's exclusive to this piece. So you can't get parts for it unless they're 3D printed. But honestly, 3D printing with most filaments is garbage, and they don't hold up to the wear and tear and the strength that are needed, especially for this one. His head weighs a lot. His head probably weighs like 10 pounds. So I destroyed it. It was like one of the first items I had ever repaired, and I mean, I butchered that thing. It was so beyond repair, it's not even funny. So I ended up parting it out. I took the head off of it, which is the head that's sitting on him right now. I took the arms, the whole costume, the feet, the base, the motherboard, and I threw out the collapsing mech because I never thought I would use that collapsing mech again, because this is exclusive to this one as well. It's a totally different design. And there's one other Santa, again, that has it. But besides that, they're exclusive to these two models. The Australian variant actually has a regular 4-foot dancing Santa collapsing mech. And it has a normal dancing mechanism. Nothing's different about it than what you would normally get in a Santa. And the head is the barbecue Homer head. So that is why I made that head on the left. I was able to purchase that head by itself on eBay. The seller wanted $200. I was not paying that. I talked him down a little bit, and I mean, that head's been up on eBay for over a year now. I got him down to $75. I felt that was fair for it. I'm never going to get another barbecue Homer head again unless I purchase the whole thing. So I bought it. It was a little bit damaged. I fixed it on the bottom plate. I will eventually have to get another one, another bottom plate for it, but for right now, temporarily, it's fine and it's perfect. So now I have an Australian clone as well as the normal US model that we all see. So give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to demo him for you guys. First with the American style head and then with the Australian style head.
Bah, humbug! Ho, 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 ho! Deck the halls with Buddy Holly, fa la 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 la. Tis the season, jumping jolly, fa la 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 la. Down your heavy winter jacket, fa la 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 la. Sing like crazy, make a racket, fa la 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 la. Merry Christmas, everyone! Hey, Marge, who drunk this anecdote? Eggnog. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the day. Oh, what fun it is to ride singing Polly Wolly Doodle all day. Jingle bells, jingle all the day. Oh, what fun it is to ride to Santa Claus today. Hey! Christmas cookie. Oh, cruel fate! Why do you mock me? There's only one fat guy who brings presents, and his name ain't Santa. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. And we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a really happy Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. How about some figgy pudding? Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Good luck with that Christmas stuff and a Merry Christmas. Maybe for once someone will call me sir without adding you're making a scene. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year! Deck the halls with Buddy Holly, fa la 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 la. Tis the season, jumping jolly, fa la 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 la. Down your heavy winter jacket, fa la 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 la. Sing like crazy, make a racket, fa la 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 la. Ho ho ho! Santa's coming. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Oh, Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the day. Oh, what fun it is to ride singing Polly Wolly Doodle all day. Jingle bells, jingle all the day. Oh, what fun it is to ride to Santa Claus today. Hey!
Okay, so between activations here, between switching heads, I will go ahead and show you what it is that I did to correct the problem that you guys had seen in the community post. So this is a typical dancing neck mech that you see in like a Santa skeleton, the dancing Frankenstein. So it's basically the same thing that would come off of him right there, put into this. Now it won't fit, and the reason why is it's a one-off piece pretty much. This shoulder bracket is totally different. Unfortunately, I didn't take any pictures, so I can't show you. But the part under here, the base of the gearbox will actually fit in the hole on the shoulders, but where the motor goes won't fit. So I had to take a soldering tip that was garbage, and I had to melt a larger hole, because if you look, can't really see it, but there's a hole right here. That's where the original motor is supposed to go. I had to enlarge the hole on it and go deeper down into the shoulders to make this mech fit. Then it could just fall out because I'm not able to screw it in. So I had to take some hot glue and throw it around here. I am going to go back over this with some JB Weld or something so it can never come out, because there won't ever be a reason for me to remove this, as it's what's needed to be a permanent fixture for the head to stay on. And then, because I switched it, so I reversed this. This typically on these, like I mentioned earlier, is supposed to be a male connection, whereas this is now a female connection. So I had to part out a dancing Santa that I had, and it was the only Gemmy dancing Santa I had, not the one from the Kringle Jingle Band. I had bought another one so that I could have a dancing Santa, because the only dancing Santa I have is the Pan-Asian one. I've never owned a Gemmy one besides now the Kringle Jingle Band. And this is the original head here that came with it, and I'll show you what the bottom of it looks like. As you can see, the guy just destroyed it. So unfortunately, the bottom plate on this is trash. The head is still fine. There's nothing wrong with the head. However, the bottom plate is destroyed. So what I did to this was I removed the staples, and I put a typical dancing Santa plate on here. And it works great. It locks in place like it's supposed to. This seats in there and clips on. It's amazing. It couldn't be any better. So obviously the barbecue Homer head is the same style as this, so it works with no modification. So just give me a second and I'll go ahead and demo him with the barbecue Homer head for you guys. And I think you'll be pretty impressed with how much better it actually looks on him. Because if you don't remember, Totally Animatronics, or Totally Awesome, back in the day, had actually made a video of the Australian exclusive variant of the Dancing Homer, which no one else has been able to do. So to see a clone of it in the U.S. is a pretty big deal, in my opinion.
Ho, 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 ho! Deck the halls with Buddy Holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season, jumping jolly, fa la 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 la. Down your heavy winter jacket, fa la 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 la. Sing like crazy, make a racket, fa la 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 la. Merry Christmas, everyone! Hey, Marge, who dropped this Santa suit? Eggnog. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the day. Oh, what fun it is to ride singing Polly Wolly Doodle all day. Jingle bells, jingle all the day. Oh, what fun it is to ride to Santa Claus today. Hey! Christmas cookies. Oh, cruel fate! Why do you mock me? There's only one fat guy who brings presents, and his name ain't Santa. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. And we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a really happy Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. How about some figgy pudding? Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Good luck with that Christmas stuff and a Merry Christmas. Maybe for once someone will call me sir without adding you're making a scene. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year! Deck the halls with buddy holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season, jumping jolly, fa la 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 la. Down your heavy winter jacket, fa la 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 la. Sing like crazy, make a racket, fa la 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 la. Ho ho ho! Santa's coming. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the day. Oh, what fun it is to ride singing Polly Wolly Doodle all day. Jingle bells, jingle all the day. Oh, what fun it is to ride to Santa Claus today. Hey! Popcorn ball. I hope you bought a lot of quality Simpson products this Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. And we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a really happy Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. How about some figgy pudding? Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Good luck with that Christmas stuff and a Merry Christmas. No! Bah humbug!
Okay, guys, so for the remainder of this video, I'm going to leave the Australian clone head on. As you can see, he has a ton of phrases. I mean, there's a ton of phrases. It was unbelievable how many they put on him, especially for him, you know, being such an old product. As you can tell, though, the programming isn't really that great on him. Basically, like, the head barely moves. In between the songs, he stops dancing for quite a period of time, for a couple measures in each song, and then the audio quality on it is just awful. I mean, granted, it was one of their first ever collapsibles that they had made. I actually think that this might be the first collapsible ever made, considering it is 2002. So it was probably started being prototyped in about 99 to 2000 and finally made for 2002. But overall, for the age and everything, it held up well. It's in good shape, and now it's in great condition. The only thing I want to mention about when it was dancing, if you saw that, if you're looking at him on the left side, the arm over there wasn't moving. It was just very slight. I had accidentally over-tightened the screw a little bit for the arm roller, and it has too much friction on it to move freely. So I'm going to have to go back in there at some point and unscrew it just a hair so that it can move better. But it's not broken. Everything on him works perfect. He's in great condition. I do have a box for him. Unfortunately, it's in storage so far deep in there that I can't get it out in time to make this video. And I really wanted to show you guys this. And another thing I want to mention, which I'm not going to go up close for, you can just see it from here. If you look at the head on the left with the Santa hat on it, obviously the one on the right on the floor is supposed to have a Santa hat as well. But they still continued the detail with him and put his two strands of hair up top, even though it's covered. So that's the difference between back in the day's items compared to now. There were still good quality features and aesthetics put in places that even you weren't supposed to see. And unfortunately, we don't get stuff like that anymore. So it's really nice to see an older piece like this. And yes, this thing is extremely rare. They don't pop up too often, and when they do, they are pricey. So even when I paid $200 for it, I was very, very ecstatic. Because the first one I paid like $500 for, he didn't collapse. His collapsing was broken. The locking pins in there were snapped. And that's another thing that's different about him. Typically, the locking pins for when they collapse are on either side. So basically on either side, be right by the arms. This one is, both of them are right in the front, so it puts a lot of stress on them, and they end up snapping. So luckily, this one's intact, and he is, flawless now. I showed you guys how I fixed it. I really don't think there would have been any other way I would have been able to fix it well. I know that Skull Crane sells the the plate for the mechanism of the male end to go on the shoulders there, but I did order one, but then I realized I didn't need it because of how I was able to fix it. But if you ever need that piece, that's readily available. However, the neck plate is not. So unfortunately, it's kind of like a win-lose situation. You can get half of what you need, and in my case, I needed the full 100%, and I could only buy 50. Um, but yeah, I'm sorry about this being such a long video. There's just so many phrases, and it's just such a cool, unique piece to go over. I mean, you think about all the Christmas items that Gemmy's ever made up until, the 2024 Buddy the Elf. They've all been Christmas related and with Christmas movies and, just typical characters, Santa, snowmen, the polar bear, the Kringle Jingle Band, elves, Santa. It's always been a traditional type of Christmas character or winter character that we would think of. But this one was very unique, being a Simpson character in a Santa suit. And nowadays you would never see anything like this. Even with the barbecue Homer, when would you see something like that? That's not a piece that could be used for any particular holiday, and you could take off all the barbecue equipment. I reviewed that back in 2021 on the channel here. I might actually re-review it to just show everyone that it still works and do a little more of an in-depth talk about it since I know more about it now. You could take the apron off, the chef's hat, the oven mitt, and the spatula, and it's just a regular Homer Simpson, and the neck handkerchief, and you can just use it any time of the year. So it's nice to have diverse products like that. Same with this. I wish that they would make things like this today, but I know that they won't ever, and it's a privilege to be able to say that I own this, along with all the other rarities that are in this room. So I just want to thank everybody for watching, and I was going to make a restoration video of this, but when I had seen how bad the damage was when I opened the box, I was very disheartened. I was very excited to open it, and then when I had opened it, I was very upset with how it was. I really thought I was going to be screwed and not be able to fix it, but then I just kind of started getting to work, brainstorming some ideas little by little, and before you know it, I got them fully working. So I'm very happy with that, and I'm very happy I was able to show it to all you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.